a coffee.
1.2 cents per cleaning for the amount of cleaning that you can get in there.
That's a chemical engineer doing the math for you. Me, I'm like, huh? That went over my head. No, that's good. That is really good.
1.2 cents.
And then don't forget to ask about the jumbo size, because maybe you already own Sparkle Sparkle, which actually probably hundreds of thousands of you do, and you just want a replenishment. We have just the replenishment for $19.95. Oliver, thank you for being here. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow for Fashion Clearance.
Hi everyone, hope you're having a wonderful evening. Our jewelry clearance continues. I'm your host, Lynn Murphy, and this is your time to celebrate you, to sit back and think about some of the beautiful fine jewelry pieces that we offer here at HSN, and today is the day because we are talking up to 60%, actually in some cases, even more than 60% off. So I love hearing from you. We're gonna share with you a few things that are gonna be coming up just to give you a little idea of what to expect. Now, Absolute, which is our exclusive line of the perfect, gorgeous diamond simulant. This is the ultimate in an east-west setting. Everything down to the gallery is meticulously done with the beautiful filigree opening. It was originally $59.95. We're offering it today at $29.95. I want you to look at this as an equivalent to a deep, flawless diamond, because that's what we're going to talk about in the quality of the Absolute that we present here at HSN. So that's 539616 is the item number. A couple of things we want to mention because it has been a big day of jewelry clearance. So we are offering free shipping and handling on any clearance purchase of $75 or more. So if you've already went ahead and selected some beautiful pieces, guess what? You're on to free shipping and handling between now and up until midnight tonight. So we're going to have a blast. So we're going to talk about some of our #1 exclusive brands here at HSN, and Imperial Pearls happens to be one of those. Many of you know Josh Bazar, who is third-generation jeweler in the world of pearls. In fact, his family is truly one of the most prestigious go-to pearl families in the world. And he, being third generation, travels overseas. He works with all the pearl farmers. He hand selects many of the beautiful pearls and works with the designers. So with that, we have that exact direct communication. And this is a perfect example of just that. Gorgeous 3 to 4 millimeter cultured pearls in a sterling silver hoop design. We are offering these today in a quick 1-minute special at 50% off at $59.90. These appraised at $208. And when we do offer an appraisal, and hi to our beautiful Angie. Oh, look at that background. Is that not perfect for this time of the year? Hi, Robin. I love you so much. Merry Christmas. Mwah. No.
Me too. I'm such a mess.
I'm so, yeah, we're chatting about last minute everything. Just craziness this time of the year. But anyway, Merry Christmas, Oliver, too. Angie, I was saying, it looks like you're just sitting outside in a winter wonderland, and those beautiful pearls are the perfect accent.
100 degrees here.
Yes. And our very best value we ever offered, and of course, all stamped sterling silver rhodium finish, 541480. Okay, with that, we'll keep you updated on availability. We have a perfectly matched ring to go back with our pearl hoop earrings. And in the classic exact shape, very special, petite, not overwhelming. But when you look at this on the hand, this is where that custom design, that custom designer look really comes into play, because it actually looks as if you have 4 individual bands, almost as if they're free floating, the pearls, and then they're set in like a pave diamond setting on each and every one of the bands. So we do offer this in 5 through size 10. It's 40% off, first time ever at 40% off at $119.90. It was originally HSN price at $199, and this ring appraised with 3 individual appraisers. And what we do is that we don't take the top appraisal, We don't take the mid, we take the lowest of the 3 outside appraisals that we go to, and that was $380. So huge special, free shipping and handling. So here's a great example. If you're starting off and this is your very first purchase of jewelry on the day today, you're gonna be, well, this particular one's free shipping and handling, but all you do is spend $75 and then it's free shipping on everything that you select in our buy clearance. And this is the fun time of the year to really start shopping and thinking about special events that are coming up, maybe those June birthdays that you're always looking for something special in terms of their birthstone, whether it be yours or your granddaughter's or your sister's or a best friend, your daughter. You want to give them an heirloom piece that they will treasure and have for a lifetime. This is more of that little bit of a modern twist on the classic pearl design. So yes, we have 5 through 10. I will tell you I have fewer than 50 remaining, so we're only going to be able to offer this for the next 40 seconds or so. Stamped, 0.925, and of course everything is also rhodium finished. So with that, in terms of Imperial Pearl, which is exclusive to us here at HSN, we started with the earrings. Beautiful cultured pearl earrings, best value we ever offered there. We also obviously are talking about our, what I'm saying, that free-floating 4-band design style, that look in a ring. And then we also have a handful of the multicolored cultured pearl bracelet, which we're gonna scoot directly onto. So good luck to you on this beautiful cultured pearl ring, 541-482. And you know, and we talk in terms of pearls. Oh, congratulations. I think this is gonna be a little bit of a theme. We're gonna be hearing that quite often throughout the next couple hours of shopping this evening, and certainly for good reason. I can't get over the fact that this is $49.90. Oh, okay. We have 60 of these. 60 bracelets. Was originally $99.90, and it was a customer favorite at $99.90. It's 7.5 inches in length. These are 7 to 8 millimeters. And I was talking in terms to how you judge and how you grade and value beautiful pearls. Well, the first and most important thing is the gorgeous shape and luster. And if you notice, when I talk about Josh going to the pearl farms overseas and working directly with the craftsmen, hand selecting these pearls, they're spectacular. And this particular pearl ensemble is featuring white pearls. We have beautiful black pearls, that peacock color, and then we also have it available, well, not available, in the gray. So how perfect is this to either start a beautiful natural pearl wardrobe, or maybe you do have individual multicolors of pearls in a stud set, or you always wanted to try the peacock color, that gorgeous black pearl, or the platinum, the gray pearl that's always so popular. And then in between, you also have the white, and that's where you really see the reflection of the light and the luster and the beautiful iridescent colors nestling throughout. And then in between, a more modern twist, typically it's individually knotted, you have sterling silver beads that are all faceted in between the entire bracelet. So 4 flex pays means it's $12.50, and we're gonna ship it directly to you. We have now 20 remaining, so they absolutely will all go. Congratulations. This is the perfect time of the year to shop for some of your #1 top fine jewelry brands, and Imperial Pearls is certainly that. So it looks like our bracelet is now completely sold out as well, so congratulations. What a treat. Okay, so that's just a little sneak peek at some of the fabulous pieces that are coming up. Okay, I am wearing this wedding band set. It is so spectacular. This is a customer pick when we offered it at $129.95. First time ever, specially priced at $69.95. And you know what makes this so special and so unique and so incredible? This ring right here, and I have it twisted a little bit, I'm so sorry, let me just pull it around. There it is. That ring has the look of a $30,000 to $40,000 wedding set, easily. Between the Asher cut of the Solitaire, look at that side shot there, that's perfect, Keith, thank you. All those stones are individually channel set, the baguettes, the round set, and that center band, which is the engagement ring, in the Solitaire does remove out of the ring jacket, and it nestles and fits beautifully right inside. The Asher cut alone, that is a specialty cut, very rarely seen, especially in that size. So that is going to be coming up. It's 539-623. Okay, Colleen Lopez, our very own Colleen Lopez here at HSN has a spectacular exclusive gem line. And you can be sure when you see Colleen Lopez up on the graphics, or you happen to be part of one of Colleen's shows, that she is working with the premium suppliers, and she is going to bring to you those unique, specialty, very, very rare gemstones, something that you just don't particularly see every day, that you don't see in your jewelry magazines or in your, regular everyday jewelry stores. And let me tell you, these beautiful pink sapphires, the quality and how beautifully matched they are spectacular. So beautiful. And there are very few natural occurring pink gemstones in the world. And when we can verify a corundum of a pink sapphire, the natural color of this type of intensity, you have something very, very special. And that's why it appraised at $365. So with that, $99.90 is our very best value that we have ever offered for this beautiful one-of-a-kind pink sapphire setting. The accent stones that look like diamonds, and they do, because they are the next closest look to a diamond, that being, of course, the zircon. And Angie is wearing like the perfect outfit, the perfect color sweater, the perfect color skirt, the beautiful burgundy boots. I mean, everything that we have been seeing in fashions. And pink is gonna be, and purple, the big color hues for 2018 in all different, obviously monochromatic colors, deep pinks and mids and light colors. But this is fits right into that category that we've been seeing just going into our winter fashions here at HSN. So with that, you have the fashion color, the beloved color by so many of us, including myself, and the intensity is what instantly draws your attention. And honestly, the carat weight, and we're looking at almost 1 3/4 carat of total weight here. So just the beautiful sapphires, the pink are 1 1/3 carat, and then the white zircon are making up 41 points, approximately, depending on what size. So we still have 5 through 10. We took $100 off our HSN price, the free shipping, the 4 monthly flex payments. And I just want to explain for some of our new shoppers out there, there's a reason why HSN is one of the #1 colored gemstone importers in the world. And this right here is a perfect example of that. We go direct to the #1 top gem suppliers. We go to absolutely the #1 top designers that our buyers work with. And in this case, along with Colleen, to create these beautiful, this is a bypass setting. We have an amazing quality assurance program that every single gemstone must go through, and it's graded, and then of course given carat weight and so forth and origin, so you know exactly what you're purchasing. But the fact that we're doing this for under $100 for beautiful, rare, unique pink sapphires is beyond extraordinary. So congratulations. We'll keep you updated on availability. They are getting very, very limited right across the board. Okay, so also part of that rarity, very unique, special category of gemstones, we're gonna talk about these gorgeous solitaires. We have these available for you. This is peach morganite. And they're spectacular. They're accented with gorgeous white topaz. How pretty are those? And then going back and talking about the natural colors, the morganite is one of the rarest, most unique. It's like the softest blush with a hint of peach. And that clarity that makes it feel and look, because it's so spectacularly clear, like a pink diamond. And if I were to see these just when I see them on Angie and I see them here on our earring tree, I would think these are pink diamonds. They're $69.90. I have to tell you, they have to be one of the most affordable Morganites that we have ever offered in this size. So we're looking at 1.5 carats. So you have 3/4 of a carat of peach Morganite in each earring, and then accent it with that halo effect of beautiful white topaz. They are the perfect size. They're all in precious metal. This is that everyday earring that you could sleep in, you can shower in, you don't ever have to take off, and they look like you're wearing gorgeous custom pink diamond solitaire. Now, the Morganite, that's another one of those stones that you don't see very often. In fact, going back many years ago, J.P. Morgan, whom this stone was named after, was a huge gem collector. And one of the most famous jewelry stores in the world, he, obviously went there often, and he worked with a lot of their gemologists, and he purchased a lot of their very rare, unique finds. And they found this amazing color, this peachy color, and he was such an amazing partner and customer that they said, we want to name this gemstone after you. Hence that J.P. Morgan, that of the Morganite. So another, just fun little story in regards of gemstone and history and how unique and special. Very few places in the world produce Morganite of this color, that have that intensity of that peachy blush color that you see so pronounced in 3/4 of a carat. $69.90. That is 60% off our original HSN price. 4 flex pays, $17.50. And listen, here's what's happening. We still, as with everything else, these prices are crazy, 60% off. They come home to you brand new. These are very limited, so good luck. I hope you're able to get yours. And as with every purchase that you make with us here at HSN, you always have your 30-day money-back guarantee. So especially on these, more investment high-end pieces in gemstones, I always recommend that you do that. 527403 is your item number on our beautiful, the only peach Morganite that I have for you in my jewelry show that's scheduled up until 6 o'clock this evening. Okay, so Aquamarine, same thing. Here, our March girls, if you were born in March and you have been searching and looking for your birthstone, it has become more and more limited everywhere. And what we are offering here is not only a gorgeous aquamarine band ring, we have the matching aquamarine, easy for me to say, aquamarine cuff bracelet, all in beautiful sterling silver rhodium finish. Now here's where we're gonna have some fun. This is a 3-stone, beautifully matched, and this is that what we call seafoam aqua mist. That is one of the primary premium colors to look for in genuine aquamarine. You have it here. You have it in this magnificent, these are emerald cuts, something very, very, very special and unique that you don't see very often in aquamarine because it's harder to get it in the larger carat weights like we're showing, let alone the fancy cut stones. So this is that ice blue, gorgeous aquamarine. The emeralds are 7x5 millimeters to 6x4 millimeters. In the ring alone, you have over 1.5 carats of genuine aquamarine. And then white zircon is the framing stone that accents it all the way around in a halo effect, and then it comes down just slightly pave on each side of the band. This ring right here appraised at $325. We're offering it not at $129. We're taking $90 off our original HSN price and offering it at $89.90. So that's, again, another huge special savings, 50% off. Now let's talk about the cuff bracelet, which is 7 3/4 of an inch in length, and that will comfortably adjust from a 6.5-inch wrist up to an 8-inch wrist. So a lot of flexibility in that regard. This was originally $289. It appraised at $545. How fun is this? And we're offering it at 50% off HSN's original price. It's $144.90. And available with 4 flex pays. That would be $36.23, your first monthly payment. The total carat weight in the bracelet, just in the blue aquamarine, is almost 5.5 carats. And the white zircon is 2.25 carats. And we're looking at under $150. These are not simulated. These are not synthetic. They are genuine aquamarine. And understand, you know, it's HSN, we have 4 flex pays. I'm looking at this in terms of, all right, $25, $23 to get the ring home. And let's just, you know, round it up, $40 to get the bracelet home. So, I mean, we're still under $75 for over, just in the aquamarine carat weight, almost 7 carats of natural aquamarine. It would be almost impossible to find aquamarine of this quality in just loose stones at that carat weight, anywhere near the prices that we're able to bring to you. So, March gals, this is your birthstone. This is not blue topaz that oftentimes will say, oh, you can use this as a look-alike because it's so hard to find the aquamarine part of the beryl family. They've just escalated in price tremendously over the last 5 years. And this is where Colleen works so well with our gem suppliers out there. She wants to bring pink sapphires, peach morganite, what we refer to as some of those rarer, more unique, hard to find, and very expensive stones. And definitely aquamarine fits right into that category. It is a strong, durable stone. This being in that specialty cut known as the princess cut, they have to start off, and you can only imagine, that's why we are so limited in quantity, with a very large, you know, rough carat weight and a premium carat weight to be able to yield enough perfection of the natural stone to be able to create such a masterpiece. It's just, this is fine jewelry at its absolute best. I have now fewer than 50 remaining in the bracelet. So if you're interested in the bracelet, that's definitely gonna end up selling out, and certainly for good reason in this presentation. I'm gonna check on the ring. I believe we're still okay. Okay, 5 through size 11 in the ring, still available at $89.90. But we are getting limited right across the board. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my microphone here. Okay. Yes, so in these next few seconds, congratulations to you. It's 077711, and it's all about the end of the year clearance. In fact, we do welcome you. Please, this is the time to shop. Take a look. Colleen Lopez, all of our fabulous, unique specialty stones. Take a look at some of the great clearance specials that are available for you. And we have, I want to show you something. Can we show that to you, everybody? We have one of the craziest sale specials, I think, of the day. And there it is. I'm gonna show it on my hand. It's gonna be coming up for everybody. Genuine, and what do you see? The moonstone in this stone, or in this setting. Look at the turquoise. Doesn't that look like Sleeping Beauty or Persian turquoise? It is pristine and perfect amethyst. I thought I was like completely seeing things when I saw $49.90. I thought, okay, there's no way in a million years. This ring was originally $159.90. But yes, it is right. First time ever at that special sale price. 4 flex pays would be $12.50. So absolutely, if you want to go ahead and secure yours now, I recommend that you do. It's item number 527434. That's a great close-up so you can really see the premium quality of those gorgeous gemstones. Okay, we gave you a little sneak peek of our beautiful East-West absolute ring, but we wanted to mention that we do have a handful of the matching East-West absolute earrings. And boy, what another just sensational special at $24.95 today. It's 539602 is the item number, and they are, you can see, for pierced ears, you have butterfly clutch backs, and they're telling me I have fewer than 4 dozen of the gorgeous earrings available at that first time ever special clearance price at $24.95. They're just great everyday earrings. They're great earrings to put on if you have your ears pierced more than once and you're looking for a second hole earring or a third hole earring. And with the 4 flex pays, how great is that? $6.24. And we're just showing you fewer than 50 remain. 539-602. But we are going to focus here on our absolute solitaire fancy marquee pave on top of that east-west setting ring. It was originally $59.95. We took $30 off, so it's just a tad over 50% off of our HSN original price, appraised at $85. And with the flex pay option and the wide variety here, we have 5 through size 10. When you shop with any major credit card, debit card, or PayPal, it's $7.50. That'll be your first monthly bill or payment for December. And then January, it's $7.49. And then February, it's $7.49. And that is if you are 100% completely satisfied when you get this home in the next couple days, and I promise you, you will. Okay, let's talk Absolute for a minute. Always been one of my all-time favorite brands, and it's one of our longest running brands here at HSN. And in terms of what Absolute is, it is cubic zirconia. And like diamonds, cubic zirconias are graded exactly the same way. So we've all probably at one time or another purchased a CZ at maybe even a lower price and wore it for a couple weeks or even a month or even for, 3 months. And then next thing you know, you look down and you say, what happened to that gorgeous sparkle that I originally saw? Well, that means it wasn't of pristine quality. In order for us to say that Absolute is exact in sparkle and fire. Actually, I even say almost a little bit better because most of us have never even had the opportunity to experience a flawless real D diamond in real life because it's perfection. But when you have perfection, like all the wonderful qualities that we look for in a diamond, you have the best of that. So we have been able to simulate that in a simulated diamond, only using the most expensive, what we refer to as A quality rough in simulated diamond. Hence that we do specialty cuts, fancy cuts like we're showing you here in our marquee. We set it in gorgeous precious metal, in this case here, sterling silver. And what's so unique is the fact that it is marquee, that it's east-west in design, that you have a just low profile, but a lot of look. And when I give you the carat weight for any of our Absolute, in this case here, it's just about 111 points. So a little bit over a full carat would be the diamond equivalent of that center stone. So when I say believable, a lot of folks don't want something over the top that looks, like it would be tens of thousands of dollars. They want something you can wear every single day. They want something that is a signature piece, that is comfortable to be worn every single day. You want a layering ring. This would work perfectly in terms of that. This is definitely, and when you see a close-up, what every marquee in a real diamond wishes it could look like. It is so brilliant, and I love that they haloed, which basically means those beautiful round stones that you see around the outside. That's the accent, the marquee on here. Typically, you see the halo on a round brilliant, similar to the pendant that I'm wearing. That is gonna be coming up. It's spectacular. And it's another one of those dream come true because it happens, the pendant happens to be on one of those diamond by the yard look necklaces, and it all works. So if you're an April girl and this is your birthstone, treat yourself. You've been looking for a full carat diamond in a fancy cut with something with a little bit of a twist that has that designer feel to it, the open gallery. This is definitely the ring for you. Would you ever in a million years think this was under $30? No way. And here's the other thing that I always love to talk about when we feature jewelry, specifically rings, is the range of sizes that we're able to bring to you. Most jewelry stores, you're, fortunate to be able to get a size 7, and then you go from there. If you need a smaller size, you size down, or you have to pay for it to be sized down, or certainly if you need larger, you have to pay for it to be enlarged. Here we have a full range of sizes that are available, 5 through 10, and everybody secures this first time special clearance price of $29.95. So 539616 is the item number. Okay, few other things we want to mention. Oh yes, these are what we wait for in our absolute. It's our bridal sets. And here is the ultimate classic, beautiful round brilliant with the double bands with the channel set, absolutes in both, $54.95 today. So special clearance price. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that perfection of that center stone. First time you're seeing it on the day, was originally $109.95, and that's available today for flex pays. We're gonna make dreams come true. And that center stone would be equivalent to just about a 2-carat round brilliant diamond. And how perfectly that would go, if I bring it up a little bit, wouldn't that go beautifully with the round brilliant pendant that I'm wearing? Okay, we're gonna take a quick little break, and then we're back with 5 and 5. Please stay with us.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Better sound. It can push us to feel more, do more, be more. We're Bose. Our passion for getting every detail just right for you is part of everything we do. Bose.
Welcome to Generation Wow. For over 75 years, HP has been the leader in innovation, pioneering technology through cutting-edge products and forward-thinking solutions. HP makes life better for everyone, everywhere. From laptops and desktops to monitors and printers, the visionaries at HP create experiences that amaze. Let their experts help you reinvent how you work, play, and live. HP and HSN. Keep reinventing. Only on HSN.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
Great specials at amazing clearance prices, and we're going to talk about one of my favorites and yours as well, and of course that's Absolute. So here is number 1 in our 5 and 5, and a classic pair of Hugger Absolute earrings, and we're offering these today at $39.95. They were originally $79.95, so we are 50% off our original HSN price, and with FlexPay here, and when you see them on Angie, it's under $10 to get those home. So what makes this so unique and special and different is that it is a hoop, and traditionally when you have a diamond look hoop, they're round brilliant stones, where we took it a step further and said, let's do something a bit elaborate. Why not do the entire hoop in fancy marquise cut stones? And that is exactly what they did. 11/16 in length and about 3/16 of an inch side to side, stamped sterling silver. You have that kidney wire back here, so it's all in one, so you don't have to worry about losing any backing. So that's number one. Here's number two of our 5 and 5 is item 546170. And this is what you expect in those premier jewelry stores to be, you know, basically not only behind lock and a guard standing next to it, this would be that piece that they were guarding. I mean, it is just a masterpiece. It's so beautiful. And yet the best of all worlds, a little pear-shaped, round, you have oval cut on an 18-inch necklace in sterling silver. $49.95 was originally $99.95. So again, 50% off, first time. Fewer than 150, well now 114 of these available. And with FlexPay, it's $12.50 your first monthly payment. 546170 is your item number. Okay, so that was number two, and we're gonna scoot right on to number three. Oh, is this a beauty? This is a customer pick favorite we originally featured. It's just a masterpiece. It's so believable at little over 1 1/4 carat diamond equivalent. And for our cross collectors out there, it's just looks like it was custom made back in the Victorian times. It's very, very special. Even on the end caps, every little detail you can see is just finished with a refinement. There's marquee stones, there's a beautiful large, just even the bail, high polished and oval, just works and fits with the shape and the style and really the size of the pendant, which is 1 9/16 of an inch in length. The 20-inch necklace is adjustable, but what's nice is that you can adjust that sterling silver necklace from 18 inches to 19 inches to 20 inches. So that's a fully adjustable sterling silver necklace. It's 50% off. You get it home for under $10 with FlexPay. And here we are scooting on to number 4. And this is gonna go very quickly. This is our 7.5-inch bracelet. It's a double strand sterling silver bracelet with your pave diamond-like with the absolute puffed heart charm. And what's so pretty is that, yes, you have that beautiful dimension of a puffed heart and all those individual pave set stones. And then in the backing, it's beautifully finished in a high polished filigree look. So front or back, if it happens to twist, it still looks great on both sides. And how about this? All sterling silver, $24.95 on sale. It was originally $49.95, so again, 50% off. Simple, so pretty, and fewer than 200 are available, and it is going very, very quickly. And with FlexPay, that's $6.24. And we ship that out to you in the next couple of days, 540-539. Here we go. We love our sets and our suites. And especially in terms of, you know, if you have an upcoming wedding and you're looking for really special buys for your bridesmaids, how perfect is this? Because here's what you're receiving here. You have the earrings in the drop lever back, #1 classic in a drop with the lever back design in silver and round brilliant. You receive the stud earrings. You receive the pendant and the necklace, the 18-inch necklace, all in sterling silver, equivalent altogether here of over, 7.5 carats would be the diamond equivalent. So what we're looking at is about 7 millimeters in each one. How perfect they look. On the drop and the earring on Angie, it matches back beautifully with the necklace. I have fewer than 100 remaining. Now that completes our 5 and 5, and boy, are we busy, but you know what? We have another 5 and 5 that'll be coming up in my next hour with you. I always love our 5 and 5s because they're such amazing, amazing specials. Okay, another thing, speaking of great specials, many of you are asking about this gorgeous halo necklace that I am wearing, and what a treat tonight. Oh my goodness, at $34.95. Wow. And not only the beautiful solitaire with the #1 silhouette that we're seeing in diamond pendants, that halo around the outside. Look at the gorgeous necklace that it comes on. Oh, yeah, and how about $34.95? $34.95, and with FlexPay, it's $8.74. And actually, that's an item number I'm showing you for the necklace and pendant, but there's a matching ring that is under the same item number, and it's the same fabulous value. There it is at $34.95. So how gorgeous is that? Look at, I mean, again, the workmanship of the metal, the detail, and that under the same item number in the classic 3-stone setting. Very, very simple. I would not, that's like a 5 and 5. I would not wait too long there, especially on the ring where we have a range of sizes, 5 through 10. So we also want to mention on a big jewelry clearance event, it's the end of the year, we are offering free shipping. So if you've been shopping and enjoying these crazy specials, which we love all day, once you spend $75 or more, you are off to the races with free shipping and handling on everything after that. So how great. Okay, this is that gorgeous overlapping bridal set. We gave you one little sneak peek, and we wait for these in our absolute shows. And you know, $54.95, no way, no how, especially for a classic bridal 3-ring set like this. $109.95 is unheard of. I want to break this down because what you're getting here, the solitaire in the middle is a round brilliant. And I was mentioning that would equate to a 2-carat round brilliant diamond. Oh, let me take that a step further. A brilliant flawless diamond. If you were to look at a D quality 2-carat round diamond with the naked eye and this exact absolute, you would never be able to tell the difference. That is how flawless and brilliant and sparkly, and the dispersion that you get of multicolors coming through, it just takes your breath away. Now you're also receiving here 2 of the channel set bands, and that would equate to over 1/2 carat. So, I mean, you have a very believable, gorgeous designer setting. With FlexPay, you're getting this home for $13.74. This particular bridal set, and I will say, we still have size 11. We have 6 through size 11. So we don't traditionally have size 11. So that's another, you know, great special when we can bring in more in the quantity, and especially at the best price that we've ever offered it for. So in terms of, and through the years, the wonderful testimonials, a bridal set like this, and especially with a 2-carat flawless diamond, and then you get, you know, both the individual, and you can stack these individually if you want. You could wear this solitaire as a right hand diamond ring and then stack the 2. These are channel set, beautiful, round, brilliant bands. Or if you have another solitaire, you can use those as a jacket because you're getting all 3 pieces here. But for those who are looking maybe, you know, for when you travel, you never feel confident wearing your expensive wedding setting. You're always afraid something's going to happen. This is ideal. Those who are, you know, just thinking about getting married, and the last thing that you're thinking about is a ring set that's, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars, but you want to have something that looks like it would be thousands and thousands of dollars. Nobody in a million years, even the most trained gemologist, would be able to tell that this wasn't anything but real diamonds, honestly, when I say that. And I say that same thing when we offer these settings at $199 or $299. This is just a treat at $54.95. Or maybe you've always wanted a gorgeous 2-carat solitaire and a spectacular designer wedding set. And you wear a band all the time, and you know, that's okay, but you want something like this to wear on special occasions. This is the time to treat yourself. And as we mentioned before, the 2 carats, that is exactly what a diamond round brilliant solitaire size-wise would look like. And then that 64 points over 1/2 carat is basically 1/3 carat of channel, individually hand set round brilliant stones into the high polished sterling silver double bands. So again, very, very believable, wearable. Definitely, you know, one of those rings, we call them, you know, the little hand dangler, because it will be noticed. And it's kind of fun. be a notice when you're wearing something like this. So first, we said before, if you're new to Absolute, jump on in, treat yourself. If you're not looking for a wedding setting and, you know, thinking, well, I don't really, you know, I'm not married or I'm not even thinking about marriage, remember, you could easily take these bands and stack them, use them as a ring jacket if you have, you know, a solitaire, your birthstone. This gorgeous diamond could be your right-hand ring. So, I mean, definitely when we have specials and sales like we're offering here at 40% off of our original HSN price, this is not the norm, especially on our #1 styles and silhouettes in our Absolute ring collection, and that is our bridal sets. So this bridal set, we have 6 remaining, they're telling me now, in size 11. So basically that is gonna be 100% gone. Normally we don't, that's the first sizes. So actually the 6 and the size 10 and 11, but definitely the 11 are always our most popular. 541071 is the item number. Last few seconds remaining. Very, very popular. Thank you. Congratulations. Let's make those dreams come true. What a fun way to be able to do so. And we want to share with you more fabulous specials. Okay, we showed you a quick little sneak peek of those marquee earrings. They sold out. The ring, we still have a handful available in that east-west setting, which is so pretty. It's just simple and elegant and so incredibly believable at $29.95 in a sterling silver setting with that lovely open filigree in the front and the back. So pretty. 539616. It actually almost reminds me of like angel eye in the way that it's shaped, but it looks like that angel eye and the look of a diamond. 539616. Okay, more Absolute coming your way, and I do want to mention we have diamonds coming up with the Queen of Diamonds, truly. Diane Warga Arias is back with us, and we can't wait for us to share with you some of the crazy, crazy diamond specials coming your way. Okay, in the interim, here's our bypass. We have your choice. We didn't even show you a sneak peek of this design yet. It is our bypass pendant. And then we have this, I love this ring. I remember when we launched this gorgeous ring, the bypass matching ring. But it wasn't, I will tell you this, $34.95. That's for sure. Let me put that ring on my middle finger. We have the ring in 5, available in sizes 5 through size 11. It was originally $69.95, so we took 50% off both the pendant and the necklace, as well as the ring, and we're offering them for $34.95. So, I mean, costume jewelry prices for anything but that of costume jewelry. This is 096304. What a way to jump in and try your first Absolute piece. Classic bypass, which is so flattering. It's flattering on the hand, it's flattering around the neck. These look like they're free floating. As you can see, you can barely even see the setting, the prongs that the round brilliant stones are set in. So it's like they're kind of just floating in thin air. The ring, or excuse me, the pendant rather, same thing. When you see it from afar and you see it on Angie, both these pieces, it's like they're just encased and there's nothing holding them into place, which looks so beautiful and so clean on both the ring as well as the pendant. So the pendant's also $34.95, and we're loving this, that with any major credit card, debit card, it's basically $9. Your first monthly payment. With your shipping, or maybe no shipping, you've already spent $75 to get these pieces at home. I love that. Take advantage of these great 50% off savings. Now, the necklace is also fully adjustable. So that necklace you can adjust from 18, 19, or 20 inches in length. How pretty is that? It's like the little loop-de-loop. So it has almost that ribbon effect when you see it from the side profile. So pretty. A pave set. coming down the ribbon at the top and the bottom, and then your round brilliant stones, and they're the ones I was saying in the center here that just look like they're free floating. I mentioned earlier, if you love estate pieces in diamonds, if you love that era especially, where every piece looks like only one of a kind was made, this is the ensemble for you, because that's exactly what this resembles. It looks like these were both custom made, maybe back in your, the day of your great-great-grandmother. And this was, a special event commemorating, obviously, and here maybe it was a two of something, 2 children, 2 grandchildren, the second of a month for an anniversary, whatever it may be. And then it was custom made into this very specialized bypass ring, which is so comfortable on the hand. But in terms of carat weights, we're looking at about 1 1/4 carat on the bypass ring and diamond equivalent, and on the pendant, about a little bit over a 1/2 carat, about 66 points of diamond equivalent, but necklace is also included. So we get excited when we talk about precious metal and sterling silver here at HSN, and that we can offer just necklaces and chains at $29.95 or $39.95. So when we have an adjustable, beautiful precious metal necklace, a gorgeous, flawless bypass diamond look pendant in our #1 top-selling diamond simulant line, which is exclusive to HSN, known as their Absolute, it's even more to celebrate. So 096-304, just about a minute remaining. It looks like now we still in the ring. We do, okay. Levin is definitely in jeopardy. Oh, that just sold out. Okay, we do have 5 through 10. Okay, size 9 looks like it's ready to sell out in that beautiful ring. That ring could be a pinky ring, a ring finger ring. I'm wearing it on my middle finger. It is spectacular on a pointer finger because of the elongation and the movement that you have in that bypass look. But however we look at it, the opportunity here is 50% off HSN's price. This is what we look for at the end of the year. So this is our semi-annual end of the year, clearing out the inventory, getting ready for the new, and sales that we typically only do 2, maybe 3 times a year, but typically only 2 times a year. Okay, diamond girls, don't move an inch. Coming up at the top of the hour, so right at 5 p.m. here on the East Coast, in about 10 minutes from right now, we are featuring our colors of diamonds. And I'm telling you, we have never, ever did a special like we are featuring today. Boy, has this been popular. This is 1/3 a carat of gorgeous black and white diamonds in a fantastic, classic, solitaire look of all pave diamonds for $69.90. Who said every one of us could know colors of diamonds? I am so excited to share this with you. It'll be coming up once again in about 8 minutes from right now. It's 584-899. So we'll share that with you along with Diane. And then we have some gorgeous matching earrings to go back to it. So we're gonna celebrate with genuine diamonds. But now we're gonna talk about the Hilo. And I mentioned when we did a quick preview that this was gonna go really quickly, and for good reason. In fact, probably over 3/4 of the quantity is already gone between the ring and the matching pendant. So let's just for a minute talk about, hopefully before it sells out, in the ring we have, I wanna see 5 through 11, hopefully, at $34.95. Okay, 11 sold out, so we do have 5 through size 10. The ring is the 3-stone setting, is about 186 points. So just over 1 3/4 of a carat. So the very, very believable sizes here on the round brilliant stones, 3-stone setting, the largest in the middle, and then graduates on each side, and then that gorgeous halo. Halo is the look of diamonds that is accenting all the way around the outside of the solitaire. So I mentioned this has been the top silhouette in diamonds, in magazines, in jewelry stores, and if there couldn't be anything even more exceptional, obviously, than this overall simple, elegant design of the solitaire, you get that diamonds by the yard look in our sterling silver necklace. So on the pendant, That's equivalent to a 9 millimeters. That would be just over a 2 carat, I would probably approximate, of a round diamond in the actual carat weight. So beautiful. In the size 5 in the ring, I have 8 available. Size 9, I have 6 left. So your best bet is gonna be in the ring, sizes 6, 7, 8, and 10. But the necklace, can't have many of those left either. All right, I have 12 remaining. So the necklace is gonna be gone momentarily for good reason. I mean, wow, it's a customer pick favorite at $69.95. I'm gonna show you a little tour on this ring as well. At $34.95, never done before, at $8.75 just to get it home and experience it in the next couple of days, especially if you've never ever seen our Absolute, which we equate to a flawless diamond, because of the fire and the brilliance and the clarity and the quality of the rough that we use, and the same cutters and the same designers and setters that do work with the finest diamonds in the world also do a lot of our work in Absolute. And it's definitely, this is a great example of just that. So what we're doing now is offering this for the next couple of minutes. And we're counting backwards, but the necklace, they just told me, at this point is sold out, but we do have it available in waitlist. And guess what? What's great about that, I would ask about it, because that way then you secure the sale price. So if any do become available within, usually it's about a 3 or 4 week time difference, then we'll make sure that you secure that sale price and we get it right out to you. So wait list on the pendant, and final call now in sizes 5 and size 9 on the ring, actually right across the board. It's final call. But I wanted to show you, obviously, the 3-stone setting and the halos around it. I wanted to show you that pretty gallery. Isn't that beautiful? Just simple, but finished beautifully in the back, like you would expect your most expensive precious metals and platinum or white gold. Just well done, and never. $69.95, no way, no how would we imagine a value like that, but $34.95 in FlexPay. It's a treat, and we deserve that. That's your princess ring. That is your ring. People will stop you wherever you go, because you can see that brilliance and fire and color clear across the room. But it becomes you. It's a signature ring. It's so comfortable on. It's not too bold. It's not over the top. It's not a design that you wouldn't find to be believable. The only thing that you would find to be unbelievable in this design is the fact that it's $34.95. I'm gonna say it over and over again. So 099-674 is the item number. The pendant is now available on waitlist, and it looks like we're now final call in all sizes. But you know, I would do the same thing. If the ring does become, if your size sold out and it is on waitlist, absolutely secure it in your size, and that way you secure this fabulous sale price. So 099-674 is your item number, and we are moments away from Colors of Diamonds that are going to be coming up for you with an incredible this day only. But we have one more quick update. That beautiful, I call it my Victorian diamond cross, is completely sold out. So congratulations to you there. Okay, we're going to talk about our Asher cut solitaire ring. I showed this once, and it's one of the only, even if you go right now and you're shopping, and I always encourage you to do, especially on big sale days like today, shop bridal sets under Absolute. This has not only been a customer pick when we offered it at $129.95. Just from the preview on here, oh my goodness, this has been our most popular pre-selected item. You get it. This is one of the only bridal sets that features an Asher cut solitaire. It's beautiful. And we'll talk a little bit about what makes the Asher cut so unique and so special. It really has a lot to do with the fire and the brilliance that you get from this square with a little slight curve on the ends, which makes it so special. But it's that fire. It's like as close to a round, brilliant fire as you can expect, but with a unique tailored square shape. So, and Asher cut years and years ago was the most sought after and prominent cut, and then for a long time, We saw very, very few, and it became incredibly specialized because it was hard to get that type of fire and brilliance in a diamond doing a fancy cut like that. $69.95, wow. In sizes 5 through size 10, all sterling silver, each piece, and I'm gonna say, I say piece because this is a true 3-piece setting, is all platinum, or all rhodium, oopsies, rhodium finished. At the same time. It just slipped right out of my hand. But there is the engagement portion of the ring. Thank you, Jasmine, sorry. And then it is a true ring jacket. So it's in the back, you'll have, you know, 2 bars that are holding the jackets into place, but that way, when you put the solitaire in, it nestles perfectly, it nests perfectly into the band, and it's not gonna be moving back and forth, so it stays completely put. And you have even baguettes coming down that center stone that are channel set. I mean, it is just rich looking. And it's another great example. I'll take you through carat weights here. It's 3.88 diamond equivalent. So the center stone, which is 8 millimeters, that would be like equivalent to a 2.5 carat diamond